Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on BetCraft. Another very beautiful Saturday morning. Once again, we're back with our predictions as usual. We always look at football games going on across the globe, and we select a few of these football matches, and we look into them based on the recent result that they had, and using those data that we have on ground, we always come up with the verdicts on each of these very matches. All right, that's exactly what we're going to do today, and. Yesterday we had a very good outing. We saw all the games we had here yesterday coming out successful. Boom. We won yesterday, and also, we hope to do so very well today once again. And remember to join our VIP membership group. I always urge you to join so that you get access to our games that we put out there that we believe to be, much more. With greater percentage of coming out correctly. You always look at this very video. Anyway, you see, join around this very video, click it, and get access to our VIP membership group. Also, you can find a link to join our VIP special in the description of this very video. All right. That being said, without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we head into the matches that we have today. We have, lots of them, quite interesting games that we have, and it starts with a game in the European Women Championship, where we have France women coming up against Germany women. Okay, this one seems to be a very, very, entertaining match, and we could see that for France women in the last 6 matches, they've won 6 out of 6, and the women for the German side have actually won 5 games out of the last 6 matches that they had, losing 1. They have doing very well at the moment, and when you look at how these teams fared in the last, recent matches that they had, they all just played out their group matches, and you could see that for the French women, the last 3 games that they had for the group games, they won all 3 games. Sort of winning the likes of Netherlands by 5 goals to 2 in the last group match. They also won Wales by 4 goals to 1 and defeated England as well by 2 goals to 1. All right, and for German side, we see them defeating the likes of Denmark and Poland. All right, but we saw them losing the last group game to Sweden by 4 goals to 1 on that very occasion. But here, we put all these data together. Also noting the fact that France actually won the last meeting between the two sides, which happened the last year, February. France won on that occasion by 2 goals to 1. So here we are going with French side to win outrightly here. So we expect to see the home side winning outrightly in this very one. Home win. That's on Friday for that very game. All right, the next side we have for you today is in Poland, the first division. What we have today is in Poland, first division, where we have a Whistle Plug who will be up against Corona Kells. And we know that in the last 6 for the home side, Whistle Plug, we've seen them winning 4 matches and 2 draws in the last 6 games that they had. And we side Corona Kells have managed 4 draws, but have also lost 2 matches out of the last 6 games that they had. They've not won a single one out of them. And when we look at how the teams performed in the last from the home and away perspective, rather, we could see that for Whistler Plug, they have actually won 8 matches in the last 10 home games that they had. They've been winning their home matches convincingly. They've also lost 2 out of those 10 home matches that they had so far. Whistler Plug is actually a very good side. Playing from home. The last home match they had sort of beating the opponent by 2 goals to 0 on that very occasion. And for the away side, Corona, it is just 1 victory out of the last 10 away matches that they had. They also lost 3 and had 6 draws. Most of the matches ending a draw, stalemate for their away side Corona Kells. All right, the last meeting between 2 sides on head-to-head basis, you could see that Corona Kells played from home and they won against the Whistler Plug on that very occasion. That was 2 years back. But that's a lot of time. But judging by what we have for the home side, seeing that they've actually done so very well in the recent times, and especially from home, winning 80% of the home match, we expect to see good results for them here, and we're going with the home side to win out here. So despite the odd, we're going for the home side to win. Home win. That's our value for that very one. All right, and we head to the next for today. It is in Swedish First Division. We'll have Degerfors who will be coming up against GAIS. All right, and Degerfors in the last 6 matches, we've seen them losing 6 games out of 6. They've not really won a single match in the last 6 games that they have so far. That tells you that they decided having a poor run of form, and our side GAIS have had 4 victories and 2 draws out of the last 6 games. All right, they've not lost a single match out of those 6 matches. All right, when you look at how they fared from home and away basis, all right, home side Degerfors, who have won 3 matches and a draw in the last 10 home games that they have so far, they've lost 6 matches out of the last 10 home matches. All right, the last 4 home games that they have so far, saw them losing all 4 games. The last home game they had was against Bruma Pukana, and they lost out to Bruma Pukana on that occasion by 3-0. And that's a very, very bad result for them. And when you look at their away side, GIIS, in the last 10 away matches, have had 5 victories. They also had 4 draws. They only lost 1 match in the last 10 away games that they had. We'll see that it's a very, very good side, and they're doing so very well at the moment. Seeing that they won against the last week they had, sort of winning against Aken. And Aken also is a very, very good side in the league. And here we are going with all right. Before then, we look at how they fared the last time they met. It was in April, and the GIS will play from home and won against Digger Falls. That very occasion by 2-0. And we are going with the away side to win here in this very one. So we expect the away side GAIS to achieve a result. Despite the odds is quite big, we still expect a win for the away side. I will win. That's a value for that very one. All right, we head to the next. It is it's going to be the last for today, actually, and it is a game in the Denmark First Division, right? Not Superliga, Denmark Lower League. We'll have Odense, who will be coming up against Aarhus Freeman. All right, for Odense, we could see in the last 6, it is 1 win and 2 draws and 3 losses. And on the side, Freeman have had 1 win, 4 draws, and 1 loss in the last 6 matches that they had so far. So when you look at how these two teams perform from home and away perspective, you can say Odense, the last 10 home matches that they had, I've seen them being able to achieve 5 victories out of the last 10 home games, and they also had 2 draws as well as 3 losses. And Freeman, their away side, on the other hand, also have had 5 victories and 2 draws and 3 losses in the last 10 away games. This is playing from away, and when you look at the last time both teams met, which was actually club friendly, and we saw Freeman on that occasion winning from away by 4-0 against Odense. And putting all that together, we expect the away side to not lose. We expect to see the away side to either win or draw in this very one. Away to win or draw. That's all valid for that very encounter. All right, and that brings our predictions for you today on Betcraft. To your conclusion, we wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes straight. Also, remember to play responsibly as these are football matches. All right. Also, note that the remainder of these very tips will be found in our VIP special group. Putting the remainder of the tips there. All right. Do endeavor to join. Look at the description of this very video. You'll always find the link that will give you access to that very VIP membership group. And for a little token. That being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back here definitely with our games tomorrow. Do not miss out. But until then, keep winning.